Well, Jeff, it's really interesting that you asked that question. I've been working on somewhat of the same thing to try to communicate a little bit better and to keep my guys on their toes for instances just like what you're looking for. One of the forms that we have for, I'm just going to say, for our mowing services, they fill out each and every time that they provide that service. And when they fill that form out, they rate themselves, and they get a couple of pictures and whatnot, and they submit that form. Well, a copy of that form goes to our client, along with another form for the client to fill out to kind of back up that form. So if the guys gave themselves a 10 and the client comes back and says, no, you did a solid 4, then we can kind of chase down inefficiencies and things of that nature throughout, which I think is pretty much the same thing you're going for with non-payment and things like that, which we have the same issue. And how you do that is in the form builder. What's in the form is completely up to you. I would hate to give you one of our forms to use in your company and it might not fit the bill, and you just have to end up doing this anyhow, which I would suggest doing this anyhow. So put the fields in of the form that you want your guys to fill out, one, and tag it to those specific services. And you can have a form for each and every service, or you can just have a form to be floating there that they have to fill out when they clock out. So you can have one or you can have many. So if you're saying that you don't get paid for a paver install, well, your service, your main service that you want this form to be tagged to would be paver install. And then have it, of course, show on mobile. And I don't know how well you can see this on your screen. But in here, it has send email confirmation. And in those options, the email recipient will be the client when it's filled out, and use their contact or their billing email, and then put, make your document. If you're using the document editor, if not, you can use just a general document that says, here's the form, here's what the guys did, please check it off. Here's the link to our form, and you can put those links in there. You might not be able to do it through this particular editor, but you can go and cut and paste, put it in there. It's a little workaround. But once you have that built and your guys fill out the form, and make sure you have it showing timelines. You can even have it send to your internal. So if you want your manager or whoever you want to see the same form, come to them, so that you're kind of covered full circle with that particular form. You can have that checked off too. So you send the internal email, and if you can see this here, just email subject form filled out for whatever it might be. You can make that subject whatever it is, and do the same thing in the body of the email, and then send it to whoever you want to send it to, or email it to a specific person, however you want, or specific roles within the company. But once you have that, and they get that copy of that form, and they say, well, I think they missed putting in some mulch or some edging or whatever it might be, something that would make them not want to pay. Of course, I see your point. But within that email, they have a link to a form that they can fill out to describe exactly what it is that they would like to see be done, whatever that might be. And that form gets sent to the tech, to the manager, to you yourself, however you can think to do that. And you can just keep form after form after form. You kind of see where I'm going with that, is that they fill out a form, it comes to you, you fill out a form that goes to your tech or to your manager or to whoever it might be, and then they fill out a form, and you can see how that can get. But a twofold thing: when your guys are done with the job, they have to fill this particular form out. Once it's filled out, the client gets a copy. The client gets a copy with a form that you've built the same kind of way. What are you happy with? What are you not happy with? What can we do to improve? Things of that nature. And then you can kind of nip that in the butt right off the bat. So I hope this helps. I know I ramble on quite a bit when I do these, but this is kind of in the same realm of what I've been working on here for the past few days. So if it helps, great. If not, I'll try to do better next time.